guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name's Katie, and if you are not new, then welcome back. If you guys saw the video that I filmed, not the last video, but the one before that, then you would have seen me going through Mykie'S makeup collection. I asked you guys in that video to comment below what you would like to see me use in a future video, and I had so many people tell me that they wanted me to use the neon colors, and I originally had a little bit of a different video in mind, but I thought about it and I was like, if I'm gonna be using Mykie'S makeup, wouldn't it be fitting if I did one glam neon look and then one gore neon look? Because just like there were so many people commenting to use the neon stuff, there were also so many people commenting for me to do special effects. So in this particular video, I'm gonna be doing a glam neon makeup look, and then I'm gonna be doing a part 2 where I try to do a gore neon makeup look. Don't mind me, but I'll just be sitting here drinking a cocktail because I've had a day. When I first started my channel, I think it was on the drunk Q&A that I did, I had a couple people message me, and mind you, I know that they had no like ill intent, but so rude. I had a couple people message me and say, you know, you really shouldn't be drinking on your channel because it's not very brand friendly. And I was like, okay, yeah, thank you for the advice, I appreciate it. But now looking back, I find it quite funny because you want to know what kind of brands don't care about me drinking on my channel occasionally? Alcohol companies. I just want to give a huge thank you to House for sponsoring today's video. As I've been getting older, I've been trying, keyword trying, to be more conscious of what I've been putting in my body, like eating a little bit cleaner. When House reached out to me and asked me if they could send me a couple bottles and it was a cleaner way of drinking, I was like, there's a cleaner way of drinking? Tell me more because I need to know. If you've never heard of House before, House is an aperitif for the modern day drinker. House was actually dreamed up by a couple who are third generation winemakers and grape farmers, and together they made House on their farm in Sonoma County, California. So for my kit, I picked the citrus flower and the bitter clove flavor, and each bottle is fermented naturally and made with real fruits, botanicals, and no artificial flavors. So that's what I mean by clean drinking. Each ingredient is listed on the back of the bottle so you know exactly what you're putting into your body, and everything is all natural. So my favorite flavor is the citrus flower, and what I'll do is I'll put a couple shots into a shaker, and then I add a little bit of soda water, a little bit of lemonade, fresh lemon juice, and I will pour that over ice, and then I will top it off with a little bit of Prosecco. House is actually so perfect for me right now because I'm home a lot, obviously not trying to leave much, and I have so much decorating to still do, so it's really nice because it's delivered straight to my door, so I don't have to go anywhere, and I can have a couple cocktails while I'm decorating, so it's quite nice. House was actually nice enough to give me an offer for you guys. So if you are of a legal drinking age, then you can click the link in the description box below, and the first 100 people to click the link will receive $10 off, but also free shipping on your first 2-bottle kit. Alright, let's get into today's video. I already moisturized with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, so I'm just gonna hop right into primer, and I think I'm going to use the Pore Minimizing Primer by CoverGirl. It's purple. Interesting. I'm just gonna put it where my pores are the largest, which is on my cheeks, and maybe I'll put like a little bit here because I have a huge ass wrinkle here now, and even though it's not gonna fill it in, I just would like to tell myself it's going to. And I'm just gonna press this into the skin. This actually smells really good. What does this smell like? Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me so much. What does this smell like? Caterpillars. I'm just kidding. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know, but it doesn't smell like caterpillars. It smells like something else, but I can't think of it. Shadow. I feel like I always have one of them sit on my lap because there's always one that like is being needy when I'm filming. So for foundation, I have the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation, and then the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. Keep in mind, Mikey and I are a little different in the skin complexion category, so we're probably not gonna have a perfect match, but I'm going to try my best to get the closest I can. And I know these products aren't like new products by any means, but they are new to me, so I don't really know where I was going with that, but anyway. I'm also going to add a pump of the Can't Stop Won't Stop because this looks like it's more of my tone. That's not one pump, but whatever. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of this and start blending. I know this color is way off, but we are going to make it work. Get out of here. So for concealer, I'm going to use the KVD Lock It Concealer in Warm. Okay, listen, we just have to get through the face stuff and then I promise you it will get better. I promise. And then I'm just gonna quickly set my under eye with the KVD Translucent Setting Powder. My eyes melted. Speaking of ice melting, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but for now, I desperately need to bring some color back to my face. So this was one of the things that really intrigued me when I was going through all the makeup. And even though this is like way too dark for me, I'm just going to use this on a fan brush and see how it goes because yeah, there wasn't many bronzers in there. Just gonna try it out. I'm just sticking this right in my contour line and I'm going to about the tip of my eyeball because my face is very long. I just want to keep it out here, try to make it seem like I have a cheekbone when I don't, and then I kind of just like go upwards as I feather in. We'll go around the hairline a little bit. That looks a little muddy. Let's see if I can do something else. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow Bronzer Blush Palette, and this has a little bit of shimmer in it, but I don't mind that for the forehead, so let's see. So next I'm just gonna hop into this middle shade on an E4 brush. Now, just to save time, I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and then contour my nose a little bit because y'all have seen me do this a million times, and I'll be right back. I am fully aware of how ridiculous my brows look, but I'm using products that I'm really not used to using, so things are just not going well, okay? I used the Morphe, what is this? I used the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil and the pomade, and I'm not saying that they're bad, but I'm just not used to working with them, so things got a little out of control. I'm taking my P. Louise base and I'm putting this all over both of my eyelids. And this is in the shade Rumor 01. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyelids and then blend it out with a beauty sponge. Bless you. So the eyeshadow portion of this video is gonna be super simple. I'm just gonna hop into the Pure X Raw Beauty Kristi palette and go into the shade My Whole Heart. This is just a matte bone colored shade, so if you don't have this palette, then you can just use any matte bone color shade. And I'm gonna take this on a MAC 242 brush and I'm going to pat this all over my lid. And this is actually mine, but a lot of times when I'm doing like a really simple eye look, I'll just use my bronzer in my crease. So since the other bronzers weren't like the best, I'm just going to hop into the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and I'm going to put this in my transition. I'm taking this on a MAC 286 brush. And I'm just running this shade, not really in my crease, but right above it because I want the lid to look as like big as possible. So I don't want to take this color onto the lid. I just want to take it above it. And then every time I get out to the outer corner, I kind of just scratch the edges like this to make sure that it blends nicely. And then taking a little bit more of that bronzer, I'm just gonna take it on this outer corner and and blend inwards. All right, that's literally all I'm gonna do for the eyeshadow. And I saw this makeup look and this is what it looks like. I'm going to be using the Krylon Aqua Color Day Glow Effects paints, and I'm gonna dip into this color right here. It says that these work best when slightly moistened, so I'm just gonna dip into a little bit of water. I am just going to draw a very large wing, and please ignore my dry eyelids. I don't know what's been going on, but my skin is freaking out. I don't know if you could see this, but I first just started off with drawing like a flick out this way, and I literally brought it like all the way to the tail of my brow. And now I'm just gonna start building up the wing this way. I guess I'll tell you guys what happened today. Well, today and yesterday while I'm struggling with this eyeliner. So I was in California for like a month, right? My boyfriend wanted to come home and visit me for a little bit because he's been in Connecticut for the past like 2 months working for his dad and his friend. So I went back to Vegas. I walked in the house and it smelled like a dead fish. And I was like, what the frick is that? And I walk in my kitchen and there's a very, strange liquid seeping out from my freezer. When I was gone for like a month, my freezer stopped working and I had a whole bunch of like salmon fillets and tilapia fillets and crawfish and shrimp and just a whole bunch of stuff that thawed. And then since I was gone for a month, it rotted and all the liquids leaked onto my kitchen floor. So that was fun, and the good part was my refrigerator was still working. So I took everything out of the freezer, obviously, and threw it out. And I was only using the refrigerator. I really can't like afford a brand new refrigerator right now, so I was looking on like OfferUp and Craigslist and whatever, and I found a refrigerator. I called a person and they said that they can deliver it the same day and haul away the old one, which worked out perfectly. So I took everything out of my refrigerator, put it all over my kitchen, like literally all of my counter space is filled with food right now. And the guy came at like 9 o'clock at night and he hooked up the new refrigerator and then took the old one away. So he said give it like 4 to 6 hours, but then I actually Googled it and it said it actually takes 24 hours for a GE to get completely cooled off. So I was like, let me just go to bed and I'll just leave everything on the counter and I'll deal with it in the morning. So I woke up this morning and do you think the refrigerator was cooled off? No, it wasn't. So call the guy, I'm like, hey, it's been, you know, a long time and it's literally not cooling down at all. Like I know it said it would take 24 hours, but the refrigerator was room temperature. So the refrigerator basically just cooled off to what my house temperature was and then just stopped. It wasn't getting any cooler. And I was like, listen, I'll give it the full 24 hours, but like I really can't see this thing cooling down anymore. So what do we do if it doesn't? And he was like, oh, I can come back and I'll try to work on it. Because I didn't get it from some like random seller. I got it from someone who works on refrigerators and then refurbishes them and then sells them. And I had a 30-day warranty. So I was like, well, what do we do? So he's like, oh, I can come over and I can fix it. So anyway, basically all the food that I had set out all over my countertop is now garbage because it's been sitting out for this whole entire day. And I guess he's going to try to come tomorrow and we're going to see if he can fix it. So hopefully he can, but if not, I guess I'm just going to have to get another refrigerator. But it took me forever to get the stench out of my house. I had like tons of food that I had to literally just throw out, which I hate because it's so wasteful. So yeah, as soon as I'm done filming this, I'm going to go downstairs and throw out all the food that is all over my kitchen, and hopefully I will have a working refrigerator by tomorrow. Listen, these paints are clearly not made for eyeliner. This looks borderline disgusting, actually. I know I usually say trust the process, but I don't even trust the process anymore. This is just not going well. None of this is going well. My whole day is not going well, but I'm not giving up. I think I can save it. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to put glitter on top. I'm gonna take this Violet Voss glitter and Electric Daisy, and I'm basically going to stamp this lash glue. Let me start on the inner corner. I'm gonna stamp this lash glue just a little bit at a time, just like a third of the way. Then I'm just gonna wipe that lash glue off, and using the same exact brush, I'm going to stamp this glitter onto the liner. And then just continue out the rest. I'm not even mad at that. I'm just gonna take this brush and just like flick upwards. I'm gonna dust some of that glitter away. And then I'm just gonna carefully line my upper lash line with the Strictly Vinyl eyeliner from NYX, and this is in Anchor. It's like a dark blue color. And I'm just gonna draw like the tiniest line. I just wanna give some definition to my lash line. All right, that's fine. I just wanted like the skinniest little line just for a base for my lashes, but I'm just gonna go in with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara and coat my lashes. All right, let's move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to take the Maybelline Black Gel Liner, and I'm gonna take this on an M520 brush, and I'm going to tight line with this. So if you don't know what tight lining is, it's just basically putting liner up in your upper waterline. And then I'm also going to run this in my waterline. And I know this might seem scary, but I'm going to run this down here as well. And then I'm gonna take a Morphe E36 brush, and it's just like a tiny little pencil brush, and I'm going to smudge this out. And then once that's smudged out, I'm just gonna take a Morphe M506 brush, and I'm gonna hop back into my bronzer. And I'm just gonna run this right below that black shade. And I'm not really worried about blending that black shade out. I'm just more worried about setting down a color below it. And then I cleaned off that original little pencil brush, and I'm gonna use the shade You're Not My Real Dad, and I'm going to blend out the lower lash line. And be careful, but you definitely are gonna have to press a little hard because that liner is a gel liner and it needs like a little more pressure to blend. Obviously, do not poke your eye out. And then one last time, without any additional product, I'm just gonna go back in with this larger brush. And once you go back and forth enough, you will see that you have a really nice smoked out bottom lash line. All right, now that this is all done, I'm actually just gonna do the same exact thing on this eye, and then I will put on lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, 7 years later, we are back, and this is the finished eye look. I just added on some lashes, and then I added like 2 little blue rhinestones on either side. I also took this Urban Decay Double T mascara, and it looks like this. And I just kind of grazed it along the tips of these lashes. I don't even know if you could see it, but I did. I mean, in a perfect world, this would have been like the same color as the rhinestones, but it's 2020, so that's what I get. I'm going to take this Snow Flushed Extra Dimension Skin Finish from MAC. I don't know if you remember it, but it looks like this. It has this pink, like greenish tint to it. I don't know if you could see it. It's really pretty. And I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eye. I want to take the littlest bit and see what it looks like if I put it on my cheek. I don't really know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna try it. It's not like I'm going anywhere. Ooh, I don't know. I also have like a few spots on my cheeks right now, and I typically wouldn't recommend putting highlighter on them, but once again, not really going anywhere these days, so it's fine. If you saw my desk right now, you would die. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this Wet n Wild Hello Halo. This is actually mine. It's not from Mykie'S makeup, but I just wanna put a little bit of this like right on top of that pimple right there. Just really emphasize it, you know? Same right here, twins. All right, honestly, I don't really know how that looks on camera. It might look crazy, but like, so does this whole look, so it's fine. All right, I'm gonna take MAC Spice, and I'm going to line my lips once again. This isn't from Mykie's stuff, but the majority of the stuff was, okay? So just like a few products were not. And when I say line, I mean like severely overline. And then I'm gonna take this MAC lipstick in the shade The Right Note. And God, I haven't used a MAC lipstick in so long. And I always like to take the tip of the lipstick and really like press it into the lip liner so it kind of just like blends, makes a little ombre. And then when I'm not wearing a matte lip, I always like to do this. And that'll get all the lipstick out of the inner rim of your mouth so that when you smile, it doesn't get on your teeth. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or not, but this is called Polar Fleece. I feel like I always do a nude. And since this is kind of like a crazier look, I figured why not? Actually, I'm not mad at that. Well, I feel very Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. I hope you guys actually know what that is. I hope that you enjoyed this crazy out of the box neon glam makeup look. I know that probably no one will recreate this, but if for some odd reason you do, then make sure you tag me on Instagram so I can see it. Once again, I just wanted to give the biggest thank you to House for sponsoring today's video. I'm so lucky to have these opportunities and it really means the absolute world to me, so thank you. And don't forget, if you would like to try House for yourself, I'm gonna put a link in the description box below and you can click on the link and the first 100 people are going to get $10 off plus free shipping on your first 2-bottle kit. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, then please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up because it actually really helps me with like the algorithm and it tells YouTube that you're enjoying my content. Obviously this isn't an everyday look, but I even like did tried to do little fun buns so that you could see that maybe if you want to wear it to like a festival or a concert. Make sure to watch out for part 2 where I will be doing a neon special effects look. It's not going to be the next video that I put up because the next video is already planned and the next video I'm so freaking excited about. You have no idea. I want to tell you guys what it is, but I can't because it's a secret. But make sure to stay tuned for my next video because it's something really exciting. But the next video is going to be part 2 neon gore version. I love you and that's it. Bye guys.